Okay, so I'm about to start reading The Queen of Notting. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Apparently it gets better, and I don't get how it can get any better from The Wicked King. I don't even have words. I don't have words to describe the way that book made me feel. Like, I just finished it, but I want to read it again. Listening to, like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like all Cruel Prince playlists on Spotify called Enemies to Lovers that I made like ages ago, so I've just been listening to like all those songs over and over. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go make a cup of tea and then start the book. Like, I'm not ready for it to be finished. I don't want it to end. Can this series just go on forever? Can't you write 10 more books? I'll update you when I have some opinions. Okay, so I kind of lost track of time and I only ended up reading the prologue because me and my brother were watching The Last of Us. I've watched it, but I wanted to force him to watch it for ages, but he said he'd only watch it if he played the game, and we finished the game. So we finished the show and then we bought the second game, and then we like lost track of time playing the second game. Now I'm actually gonna start reading the actual book, and I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't like things ending. Like, I don't want to leave this world. Like, I'm scared. Pray for me, guys. I just got to chapter 4 and Locke is dead. I'm assuming it's like the part where they're gonna switch places, right? Because I know I got spoiled for the fact that Jude is gonna have to go face Cardan and pretend to be Taran, and he's like, you're not Taran. So I'm like really excited. Locke is dead, thank God. Thank God for that. He deserved no less. Also, can we talk about the whole part as well? The feeling of being in love for humans is much like fear in The Wicked King. Asked Jude, was she afraid of him? I love them so much. I love this book so much. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm literally only on page 35, but I'm freaking out. Wait, oh my god, I didn't read on, so I wasn't aware that Taran killed Locke. She's forgiven for everything she's done. She's forgiven for her betrayal. I don't care. I stand her. Queen. I'm currently making myself something to eat, so I started listening to the audiobook because I did not want to put it down. And oh my god, Cardan just said, I recall you kissing her, but her eyes were on me. I think I might faint. I had never shipped a couple so much in a book before. I love them. She's on her way back into Fairyland to pretend to be Harren. Oh my god, I love them so much. I can't wait for them to get together. They're already married as well. Oh my god, guys, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Okay, so I know people are probably gonna disagree where Cardan was calling her Notting. He was like, you are Notting, and that really reminded me of the scene in Star Wars, The Last Jedi, where Ben tells Rey that she's Notting, and since I started reading this book, I've been reminded of Reylo. And I know everyone hates them. I have to admit, I had a very bad obsession with them. Like, my favourite enemies to lovers ship ever, and I don't care if I get hate for saying that. I love Star Wars, and they're like the best ship in Star Wars, but that really reminded me of that, and it's giving like Pride and Prejudice, which Rey and Ben from Star Wars are based off of Pride and Prejudice, so that warmed to my heart, even though it was awful. He shouldn't have said that. Like, it's awful, but it reminded me, like, it was giving parallel, and I really liked that. It's giving enemies to lovers, but hopefully he takes it back. It was a dream though, it was a dream. Kanan has come to save her, guys. The fact he went all the way to the human world just to make sure she was okay, I love him. The way like she refuses to believe that he actually cares about her is crazy. Like, he's doing so much to save her. Perhaps you could just allow yourself to be rescued for once. She just described a sword as being really big. Kind of just protected her. Ju just got stabbed. Yeah, obviously she's not gonna die, but I'm just shook. I hope she kills him. I love Vivi. They should have killed him though. Like, Nana keeps getting away with everything, like, just kill him. I've been waiting half my life to put you in the ground. Then put him in the ground. Kill him. Why is he still alive? I do not pause to ask myself why I'm in such a panic to save someone whom I swore I rooted out every feeling. I'll not think about that. I love that. Oh my god. Guys, what the... Guys, what just happened? I'm shaking. That was the best chapter I've ever read in my life. Wait, leave me read this out to you, because that was so good. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever read anything better in my entire life. Already halfway through this book. Like, this can't end. I need this to be 10 times longer than it is, because this being 300 pages long is absolutely criminal. Just listen. I close my eyes against the harshness of his words, but he has no reason to believe I haven't come here to kill him. If he sends me to the Tower of Forgetting, I wonder if he'll visit. Clap her in chains, says Randolin. Never have I so wished there was a way for me to show I was telling the truth, but there isn't. No oath of mine carries any weight. I feel like I have hand close on my arm. Then Carlin's voice comes. Do not touch her. Terrible silence follows. I wait for him to pronounce judgment on me. Whatever he commands will be done. His power is absolute. Don't even have the strength to fight back. Whatever can you mean, Randolin says. She is my wife, Carlin says, his voice carrying over the crowd. The rightful queen of Elfane, and most definitely not an exile. Two of them still trying to act like they don't have feelings for each other, and like not understanding that like they don't hate each other anymore is absolutely hilarious to me. It was terrifying, he says, watching you fall. I mean, you're generally terrifying, but I'm unused to fearing for you. And then I was furious. I'm not sure I have ever been that angry before. Mortals are fragile, I say, not you, he says in a way that sounds a little like a lament. You never break. You like her. You're in love with her. Like then be like, oh, I don't know why I feel this way. Like, be so for real. We know exactly why you feel that way. I know exactly why you feel that way. I'm sick. I am absolutely sick. I didn't mean to hurt you. He grabs my hand, possibly to keep me from hitting him again. Our fingers laced together. No, it's not that. Not exactly. I didn't think I could hurt you, and I never thought you'd be afraid of me. It's the fact that, like I said before, like the emotion, like being afraid and love are the same thing for mortals, so like the fact he thinks she's afraid of him. And she admits it down here. She's like, well, I was her, and yes, you scare me. He just told her that he trusts her. And like the fact that like in the last book as well, that he thought that Taryn was Jude because he trusted Jude and he like agreed to Taryn, but the only reason that he got them mixed up was because Taryn was wearing the earrings, amplified her beauty, because that's the way he always sees Jude anyway. And the fact that like when she was wearing the earrings, it probably didn't make a difference because he already sees her as beautiful. That is my Roman Empire, guys. I think this book might actually be the death of me. Like I think this might actually finish me off. Cardan just said, by you I'm forever undone. I am shaking. Now why can't a man tell me that? Fantasy books be getting my hopes up way too high because people don't speak like that in real life. Like this is the reason I am delusional as I am. Like I need authors to stop writing things like this. Stop getting my hopes up. He just told Jude that he loves her. It's you I love, he says. I spent much of my life guarding my heart. I guarded it so well that I could have behaved as though I didn't have one at all. Even now, it is a shabby, worn, eaten and scabrous thing, but it's yours. He walks to the door to the royal chambers as though to end the conversation. You probably guessed as much, he says, but just in case you didn't. I'm screaming. Jude's inner monologue just said, you love him too. I think you've loved him since before you were a prisoner of the undersea. You loved him when you agreed to marry him. Once this is over, I will find the bravery to tell him. Where's my love interest? This isn't fair. She's living my dream. Kenan just broke the crown in his hands. He's being cursed. Oh no. This is reminding me of Rule of Wolves. Or like King of Scars. I think he turned into a snake. Okay, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Okay, now like this being on the cover makes sense. I didn't think this was gonna be literal. I feel like it's like that one scene from like the Deathly Hallows where like the snake is chasing Ron and Hermione. I was quoting, I spent most of my life getting my hair. Stop. Jude having everybody involved in this kilt is so Aaron Warner of her. The fact that he picked her because he said, I might have grown into something else, a High King as monstrous as Thane, and if I fulfilled that prophecy, I ought to be stopped, and I believed that you would stop me, because he thought that she hated him so much that she would kill him. I'll do whatever you want. I will give up the crown. I'll make any bargain. Just please, Vixen, help me break the curse. The hardest thing, the impossible thing, is to get past the memory of Cardan telling me he loved me. He said those words, and I didn't answer him. I thought there would be time, and I was happy, despite everything. I was happy, just before everything went so terribly wrong. We won. Everything was going to work out, and he loved me. And she forgot to tell him. I'll be really angry if she just agrees and she doesn't try to find a cure, because I know damn well if it was Cardan in her place, he would probably have every person killed until he found something to bring her back. Like, Jude, we know you have an inner Aaron Warner, so use it, and please don't leave him as a snake, please. I'll sue Holly Black. I will sue you if this book ends with him as a snake. Please don't leave him as a serpent. I haven't even finished, but I'm already getting like postpartum depression from finishing this. I don't want it to end. I really love the series. The mom told the roach that she loved him. Jude was like, when she had her chance, she took it. I failed to tell Carden how I felt about him. The fact that Carden sent all the mortals back to the mortal world, and she just found out that he was the one who made the dress, or had the dress sent to her. Jude was just like, I will always love you. She just cut his head off. Yes. Thank God. Thank God for Holly Black. I've never been happier. Thank God. I don't care. I run into his arms. It's on TikTok, like Carden's letters to Jude when she was in exile, and I really hope it's in the book. I'm on the second last chapter. I really hope that it's in the book. I knew little else, but I always knew you. Guys, I'm on the epilogue. No. Not the ghost and Tara thing. Malak just got exiled to the mortal realm, as he should. Because I finished it. I don't even know where to start. I expected it to be good, but I definitely did not expect to fall in love with the series as much as I did. I really regret not reading it when everyone was saying how good it was. Words can't even describe how I'm feeling right now about this book, about this series, about the romance. 5 out of 5 stars. If I could give it an infinite amount of stars, I would. Genuinely, I think this is probably one of my favourite series of all time. It literally is one of my favourite series of all time right now. But I can't wait to put the trilogy on my shelf. Like, I have a crown as well that I bought ages ago for my Halloween costume, so I'm gonna put that next to it on my bookshelf, and I cannot wait. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to read this series. If you're watching this, well, I hope you're not watching this if you haven't read it, because then you probably just got spoiled for the whole series. What are you doing? Even if you are spoiled, I was spoiled. I knew like everything that was going to happen in this series, but I was still shocked, you know when you know the plot twist, but it happens and you're like, oh my god. It's just brilliantly executed, and I love Holly Black. And you know what, I'm really sad about the letters not being in the book though. I'm guessing it's probably in one of the other books. I think probably how the How the King of Elfhame Came to Hate, I think it's called, something like that. Anyways, right after I end this video, I'm going to look for those letters and I'm going to read all of them, even though I've read a lot of them anyways, because before I've read these books, I really read it because I was on TikTok looking through all the edits of Juden Carden, and I was like, I might as well read it. You know, I have the books, like I might as well read it. And thank God I did. Thank God I did. I don't know what to do with myself. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and let me know what series I should read next, preferably one that I will like after reading this book, because I'm in like the royalty, fantasy, enemies to lovers kind of mood now. But yeah, I'm gonna go and weep about having finished this series. So yeah, thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far, and I hope whatever book you're reading made you feel as good as this book did. I love you all. Goodbye.